But tonight we are focusing on an effort to crack down on a problem we've been telling you about for years: sextortion.
We found that they were tormenting him, telling him evil things, saying he will never have a future.
It's an issue that reached a new level after James Woods, just 17, became a victim of sextortion and ended up dying by suicide the fall of 2022. Someone took a screenshot of a compromising video of James and then used it to blackmail him for money. His parents spoke with News 5, saying they only learned all of this when it was too late and found all those messages.
He was like, "Why are you doing this?" Asking how to make it stop, leave me alone, I'm only a kid.
I am only a kid. It is heartbreaking to hear, and tragically, it's too often teenagers, just kids, who find themselves the victims of sextortion.
And today, Ohio lawmakers are taking the first steps to do something to try and hold those perpetrating this accountable by officially making sextortion a crime in Ohio. News 5's Morgan Trout breaks down the proposal and revisited the parents we just heard from for their reactions.
They need to be punished for the torment that they're causing our children.
It's been nearly 2 years.
The worst day of my husband and my life, it really changed my everything.
And Tamia Woods mourns the loss of her son James every day.
Truly broke our heart, and our heart will forever be broken behind that.
The 17-year-old took his life in November of 2022 after he became a victim of sextortion. He was sent explicit photos on Instagram by someone pretending to be a teen girl, and they convinced him to send a video of himself. Then the blackmailer sent 200 messages to James, telling him that he needed to pay hundreds of dollars to prevent the release of it. Within 20 hours, James committed suicide. It felt like another blow when Woods found out that what happened to James isn't a crime.
It's hurtful that you may not ever see justice. With James, we may not ever see justice.
But state lawmakers are trying to change that with House Bill 531, or Braden's Law, a bill named after another teenager's similar situation.
A critical step forward in our efforts to combat this crime, which we call sextortion, and to protect Ohio citizens.
State Reps Beth Lear and Brian Lorenz's bill would make sextortion a crime, with felony charges up to 11 years in prison. If the crime results in death, that would be an additional 10 years.
Braden's Law will be included in the Crime Victims Compensation Fund for all victims of sextortion and their families.
And the Woods family is behind it. So are state house leaders, prosecutors, and police.
Do you think that that could have changed the outcome for your son?
Oh, 100%. And I can say that without a shadow of a doubt.
She says it's too late to save her son, but it's not too late to save other kids from the same fate.
And I hope that it passes 100%. Because we have to fight for our children. If we are not fighting for our children, who else will?
The Woods family will continue to raise awareness of this crime while the bill is being heard in the coming months. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trout reporting.
And the family's Do It for James Foundation works to educate adults and teenagers out there about sextortion by hosting speaking engagements.
They say as they grow, they hope to expand it into helping meet mental health needs and offering scholarships for runners because, Rob, they say James, a track and field runner, always went the extra mile to achieve his goals.
It's fantastic effort, fantastic foresight, but how about the strength of mom there? Huh? My goodness. After that short amount of time, my goodness, to speak so eloquently on behalf of other people.